Hamzah, so you can either do a few things. We can continue our discussion online about the continuity of Muhammad, or we can discuss on the fact that you scammed your base out of $50,000. Which one do you want?
This is why we did one.
Pick the two. Or you can critique me on Christianity and Paul if you wish, but that is on the by condition that you of course discuss why you're scamming people.
So there you have it. At Speaker's Corner, the question wasn't just about Muhammad's revelations. It became about honesty itself. Young Bob reminded us that a lie doesn't always come with evil intent, but it's still deception when words and actions don't match. And when he turned that lens on Hamzah's den, the silence spoke louder than any defense. Shout out to Soko Films for capturing the full fireworks. If you want the uncut chaos, check out the full video on their channel. But right here, you're about to see the highlight moment where Bob calls Hamzah out hard.
So Christians used to make this claim.
Excuse me?
Satan's the author of the Qur'an. That an angel became a demon to fool him and trick him, to convince him that he's a messenger of God. And that the Qur'an is from Satan.
Yeah.
But you don't make that claim.
I think it's a
I'm making
possibility.
that.
But then there's other things that make me think maybe he was making it up, like, because there's a lot of convenient revelations about, by the way, I get an extra lie.
No, I have to press you a little. If he was deceived,
Yeah.
if he was deceived,
Okay.
would he be lying?
If he was deceived, but that's assuming there was only ever one source of his inspiration, right? Because he could potentially have a legit experience,
This is
and
pure
then later down the
sophistry.
line, when he
We'll
believes
talk-
he's a
let's
prophet,
talk about the
then
claim in
start
the
to
cave.
make the stuff up about
Yeah, we'll talk about the cave. We'll talk about what happened in the cave.
Yeah,
So-
if he's deceived,
Yeah.
he wouldn't be lying, no.
He
Couldn't
would,
be lying.
because it's still a lie. It's just
Couldn't be
he just didn't know it was a lie.
Yeah.
So it was a lie.
No, a lie is knowing
No, that's
what
not
you're
true.
saying is
You can
true.
believe.
Wait,
a
do you
lie.
mean it's true then? Because either something's a lie or it's true. So although he was ignorant about the fact, he was still giving a lie. So don't confuse people with
Matthew, don't worry
sophistry.
about this kid, though.
Well, no, okay. So
Don't
for
worry
example,
about this clown.
if I believe that 2 + 2 = 5, that's still a lie.
Yeah, right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But I just think I believe it to be true. So
Exactly.
he's still
So you
lying to
believe a
people.
lie, right?
Yeah, you believe a lie.
Yeah, that
you're
makes
still
sense.
giving that lie.
Oh, okay.
So you see the difference there,
What's a lie?
Hamzah? Something that is false.
That sounds right to me.
No, a lie is knowing what you're saying isn't true.
No, it doesn't matter about intention, Hamzah. And if you want to play on word
If
games,
you're spreading a lie, listen to me.
okay, then ask
If
him.
you're
Why don't you
One second,
make
one
the
second.
point? Because you
Oh,
were
okay.
trying to get to a point,
okay.
so let me hear
Because he
your
just does
point.
wordplay because he doesn't know
what's the
anything about his
difference?
religion.
I want to know the point though. Like, let's forget the.
No.
It's because he
No,
equivocates on the
we
definition
have
of
to
words
establish
within his
position.
argumentation. That's all he
Okay.
does.
What's the difference between deception and a lie?
So all he does.
No, I
it's
want
his
you
entire
to.
ministry.
No, I want you to. Just why don't you just
No.
tell us all the point
No.
you're trying
Do
to
you
make?
agree with him?
And we forget the games, and you just
Do
make
you
the point.
believe a lie is something you
Why
have?
won't he answer the question?
So is 2 + 2
Wait,
= 5 a lie?
Because I think he's familiar with you, obviously. So I'm just
I'm
wondering
very
why you
familiar.
won't-
I've never discussed
Because
with
if someone said, "Oh,
Yes, you have. You've discussed with me 5 times.
I'm just
5 times. You're a liar for a laugh.
I'm interested to know why. I want to know your point of view,
Matthew,
right?
Matthew.
So why won't you just tell me
Matthew,
the argument
Hamzah.
rather than
You
trying to
disagree
dance
with
through
me.
these hoops?
Hamzah.
Do you disagree? I'll explain something to you.
Why is
Basic
he?
logic.
Why is he
Basic
not
logic.
answering the
I've
question?
discussed with him 5 times. On each occasion, he just leaves. All he does is that his ministry is comprised of trying to get people to define terms just in order to
Yeah,
clip
I've
people.
noticed that.
Why are you so desperate to chat to it?
Because it's incredibly unfortunate that people follow this man, and also the fact that he scams his audience.
So flimsy.
Hamzah,
Matthew, been a pleasure.
Hamzah, now we can get to the root of the problem. Why do you scam your audience on a GoFundMe? So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to exclaim the sham of Hamzah's den. He asked for 50 grand in donations
apologise. I
as
apologise,
supposedly to get out of debt. And the expenditures of that money is to take first-class business flights to Saudi Arabia. So Hamzah's den, I've got a question. Why do you scam people?
I'm gonna come back to the game when
Why would you want him to scam the Ummah? He's scam. You're happy with a scam? Okay, you're happy to scam people. That's fantastic. So Hamzah, Hamzah. So you can either do a few things. We can continue our discussion online about the continuity of Muhammad, or we can discuss on the fact that you scammed your base out of $50,000. Which one do you want?
This is why we did one.
Pick the two. Or you can critique me on Christianity and Paul if you wish, but that is on the by condition that you of course discuss why you're scamming people.
Sorry guys.
I told you plug would be around.
Yeah, of course, because wherever there is a scam, wherever there's a scandal, I will be here trying to expose you. So Hamzah, if you come back to Speaker's Corner, I guarantee you, whatever person you're trying to convince that Islam is true and Christianity is false, I will be there to make sure you don't give dawah unless you respond to the scandal. Because again, at Speaker's Corner, you're either debating the person or the idea. Right now, the personalities at Speaker's Corner are charlatans and they don't deserve a platform at Speaker's Corner because they exploit their fan base to receive money. That is with you, that is with Hamzah, that is with Hashim. Wait, do you agree? I'm not. Do you agree with scamming people?
No, I don't want to chat to you.
Okay, but you're accusing me of things.
Bro, you was talking to him about personal stuff, right? That's to him, bro.
No, that's not personal.
I'm happy to
He
give him
published
my
that
money.
onto his
I'm
entire fan
follower.
base.
I follow him.
Okay. If he lied to you, what if he because he was talking about lies,
Yes.
right? If he lied to you about why he was using that money,
No,
would
he
you?
wasn't lying.
He was. So
No.
he said that he needed
Confirm
this
it.
money.
Show me your proof.
Yes.
Go
Can
ahead.
you show me the
proof.
video of him
Come
being
on.
in Saudi Arabia on a
Show me
first
your
class
proof.
business
Go
flight?
ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, taking a flight got nothing to do with scamming people.
hold on
I
a
want you
second.
to show
Hold
me
on a
a
second,
proof
homie.
of him is
Quick
scamming
question.
you.
Quick question. Is it okay for a popular da'i to basically claim that they want to borrow 25,000 to pay off some personal debts?
Yeah.
And suddenly, when they reach the target,
Yes.
they increase it to 50,000
No
to pay off
problem.
personal
And then they
debts.
said, and I quote, that is the money that I believe I need, but it might actually be higher.
What's the problem with
Well,
that?
he said that I needed 50,000. Then he said, oh wait, I actually need more and I might increase it, so don't question it. So if I
what's
ask
the
you,
problem
if
with
I
that?
ask you for 20
I don't
pounds,
see any problem
for
with
example,
that.
for
I don't see a
example,
problem of a Christian.
making love.
I don't see a
yeah, no money.
Him, taking a
I'll
flight,
explain.
uh,
I'll explain.
or taking
If you don't
a
interrupt me,
private jet too.
if you don't interrupt me,
Go ahead.
I'll explain. Great.
Go ahead.
So I want you to agree with this premise before we begin. That if, for example, you say that you need $25,000, but
Might
in
be
fact,
for my
wait,
wife,
one
she's
sec.
pregnant.
Don't interrupt me. If you want to have a discussion with one another, I won't
I don't
interrupt
have a
you.
discussion.
Okay, then why are you asking me a question?
No, what I was saying, I was saying.
No, you're speaking
don't get
to me.
involved.
Okay,
Don't get involved.
don't
with
say
personal
things to me
stuff
if you don't wanna have a
because
discussion
You know
with
what?
me.
You destroying Christianity.
Buddy, if you don't want to have a discussion with me,
Christianity
if you don't
when
want to have a
you're talking
discussion with
about
me,
my personal things,
Buddy,
not about Islam or not
if
about
you don't want to have a
Christianity, bro.
discussion with me,
If you have
I
a
would
problem
recommend
with
you
me
don't
or
interrupt
with him
me.
personally, go to him, but don't try to come.
Okay,
as
I
a
tried
Christian
to.
defender,
Whenever I
and
go
you're
to him
talking about his
online, he
personal
calls me
things.
autistic, he
took
says he
a
won't
private
discuss
jet,
with me.
Or he went to Saudi Arabia, or he had some girls. Bro, this is something to do with him.
Okay,
This is his own
you're gonna allow me to
business,
speak.
It's not your business.
It's not okay. Firstly,
You had a 3,000
he
too. No
he
one come and ask
he
you.
publicly
Okay, go ahead.
okay. So firstly, he publicly
So
What?
It's in the WhatsApp.
Sorry.
Yes.
You're not here to defend
So-
Christianity. I'm telling you.
I am here to defend Christianity.
They're here to get in your personal space. They're here to.
So let me get this right. Someone that needs $50,000, right? Someone that needs $50,000 because they're in severe debt, for whatever reason, can afford regular flights to Qatar. Now, don't interrupt me before I explain.
To my own.
Okay, so
This is his
here's
personal stuff.
here's the list of things I have a problem with Hamzah then.
Okay.
Firstly, he's attentionally ableist. Whenever I have tried to debate him on Muhammad and Paul,
He
one
doesn't
second.
want to debate you.
Well, hold on.
You cannot force
The
someone
reason
to
why he's
debate
done
you.
that though is ableist. He said the trope that autistic people can't have discussions, autistic people are mentally ill, therefore he won't have a discussion with me. So anyone who's neurodivergent, and there's a lot of people there at Speaker's Corner, you notice how you do not have the attention
wanna
span to have a
debate.
discussion.
Bro.
Whenever I try to speak, you interrupt
So that's
me.
mean
This is
Christianity
the
is about force,
no,
right?
Islam is about
Otherwise-
rudeness.
Okay, well-
because you're interrupting me. So Islam around rudeness?
Because you're nonsense.
I'm not.
I don't want to hear
You
your
can't even
nonsense.
hear what I have to say, so how can you identify it as nonsense?
Okay,
Listen,
go ahead.
give me a minute to explain what's happening.
Go ahead.
Then you can interrupt all you want.
Okay.
So firstly, for whatever reason I showed you the video, Hamzah then can afford
didn't show me
regular
the video,
flights.
by the way. You just
did.
showed me a picture.
No, that was a video.
No, a picture. Show me
Okay,
again.
again, interruption.
Show me again and also for the camera.
interruption. I'll show you to the camera after.
You just showed me a
After-
picture and you
I know I
claiming
didn't.
that you showed me a
You listen to
video.
this. Okay, I'm going to play the video
Which is
again.
it's not.
So, very simply, he asked for 25,000. Then he increased it to 50,000. Then he said he would need more than that.
Okay.
That's my first issue. My second issue is that
Why is it your issue when someone asks for
the intention-
20,000,
the intention-
then all of a sudden you ask for 50,000?
because he said that that's what he needed to get out of debt. Then he increased the amount.
Well, then that's his business.
No, that isn't his business. That's called a scam.
No, he's not.
Lying to your fan base
No,
to
he
extort
wasn't
more
lying.
money.
He
That is a
wasn't
scam.
lying. He said
If I
20
said to you, for example,
in front of us, and also he
I
said
need
50.
$20, then I lie and said, knowing that I need more,
Ask him about
and
the
then I later ask for
3,000.
more.
He had from his followers?
So the
3,000.
question is, you asked me for $20.
Yes.
I know already that you want more.
No, I know that I actually need more. The money that I need, I'm lying to you what it's going to be used for. Then I increase the amount afterwards. Is that a scam to you?
Yeah.
Good. So now we've got the
How is he a
consensus of
scam?
the public because
How is he a scam? When
he
came
knows in his head.
publicly- He came
he's-
publicly, said he won 20,000.
That's a lie.
Then he came again, he said he won
No,
50. How
but
is
the
he a scam?
reason why he needed the money was a lie.
He's literally
He didn't
spoke
need
to
it to
us
get out of
directly.
debt.
He said, I need this
He
money.
didn't need
How
the
is
money
he
to get
scam?
out of debt. He didn't need the money to get
His
out of
scam
debt.
is like when you...
Okay.
when you
So there you have it. At Speaker's Corner, the question wasn't just about Muhammad's revelations. It became about honesty itself. Young Bob reminded us that a lie doesn't always come with evil intent, but it's still deception when words and actions don't match. And when he turned that lens on Hamzah's den, the silence spoke louder than any defense. Here's the insight. 1. Integrity matters more than arguments. 2. Transparency is the true test of trust. And 3. When leaders fail to practice what they preach, followers should take a step back and ask hard questions. What Hamzah did strikes at the heart of credibility. When you ask people to give money for one purpose, like clearing a debt, but then raise the target and spend those funds on luxuries, like first-class flights, that's a betrayal of trust. It doesn't matter if you can come up with a clever justification later. The principle is simple. Don't take what people gave in good faith and use it for something else. That's why Young Bob's call-out hits so hard. Because at the end of the day, if a leader in the Dawah scene can't be transparent with his followers about money, then how can those same followers trust him to be honest about matters of faith? If you found this eye-opening, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more debates and breakdowns right here on Eden Reactions. Until next time, stay sharp, stay discerning, and never stop asking questions.